Well, welcome everyone to this lettering tutorial. I'm going to be showing you how to letter the word kindness onto a Santorini rock. And the inspiration for this tutorial is the World Rocks project of 2019. Our Random Acts of Kindness rocking group, Ocala Kindness Rocks, is participating in 2019, and the admin team has chosen the word kindness, and that goes for any variation of the word kindness, such as be kind, kindness matters, just be kind. Any of that will work. Just before I get started, I just want to let you know I am using a washed rock from Santorini, Greece. It's not a big rock. I'll put the pencil I'm going to be using there so you can see. It's not a large, sizable rock. It's about a little bigger than the size of your hand. Just a regular push pencil, and I'm not going to be using any special tools that anybody wouldn't have. You can use a round rock, any kind of landscaping rock that you have. If you use a darker rock, lighter colors are going to work better for you, and you might want to do it in brighter light. But other than that, let's get going. So the rock that I've chosen has this flat edge, and that's because I want to do the long word of kindness across the bottom. You could do any kind of design up here. I'll probably do some sort of floral at the top. And you could also do the back as another nice idea. Give somebody a double-sided surprise joy there. So I have my rock, and I'm not even going to use a ruler. I have a piece of cardboard from a pack of Sharpies that I was given, and I'm just going to use it to draw my baseline at the bottom. Just like when you were young and you were learning to print, you had a guideline. I'm going to do a guideline top and bottom for our printing, and then maybe a sort of midway point. So there's that. So now we have our 3 lines drawn on our Santorini rock for the word kindness. So I call this a faux or a fake calligraphy. That's because I'm not using a calligraphy pen. I'm not using any special tip. I'm just using this straight old push pencil that's left over from my daughter's high school days. And I figure I'll put my capital letter right about here. So I'm going to start with my downstroke, and the downstroke is what is going to be thicker as you do your lettering out, and I'll show you what that means in a moment. So to start our word kindness, we're going to do a capital K, and that's going to be top to bottom, just like when you were learning to write, top to bottom. And we're going to make that just a little bit thicker, a little bit rounder. I use my own style of writing. I'm not following any kind of font example. This is just my own personal writing that I'm going to do here, but in much slower motion, as you can see. So now we're going to do the upper part of our K, which I'm just going to do in and touch and down, and I'm going to go below my line to make it a little bit fancier there. And this is also a downstroke, so I'm going to bring this fat right there, make it fatter through here. And because you're in pencil, you can always erase anything before you make it permanent with marker or pen if you choose. So now I'm going to do my I. Again, it's just my writing. And there's my downstroke. So we're going to come up. This is going to extend out. And everywhere that it's thicker is going to be painted in thicker when you use your pen or your marker. The N, here is another downstroke, so we're going to bring that out. This is an up and down. So in here, we're going to do it thicker again and have it meet. So for our D, what I like to do is keep it separate. I don't like to connect them right away. So we're just going to do the round of the D. And again, it's a downstroke, so it's going to be thick. And now we can connect them. And on this, you can either have it thick as you did over here, or you can do a loop and have a thick loop, which is what I think I'm going to do. I'm going to go a little above my line, just try to be fancy. And make that thicker there. And again, for our N. So it's really just, as you can see, it's your own writing that you kind of do a little more exaggerated so that you can make it thicker. And there's the E, which this is our downstroke. And here's another downstroke. And then finishing on the up. So there's our word kindness. And there's an I, dot the I. So there, you're in pencil. There is kindness on your rock. And you can always adjust it before you go over it if you want. Erase what you don't like. Make it so that you're happy. So I'm pretty happy with this, my lettering in pencil, and I'm going to go over it now with just a Sharpie pen. It's a plain Sharpie, ultra fine point. It came in a pack from Walmart. Not a special tool of any kind. It's just a couple dollars. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to trace over. Turn it so you can see. I'm going to trace over it. And this is permanent now, unless you go over the whole thing with white paint. This is going to be permanent. You're not going to be erasing your Sharpie. And a lot of times with Sharpie, you can just either fill it in like that, to make your line thick or thin, just give it a one touch. Or you can fill it in more gradually like this, if you're unsure of just going ahead and of drawing the thick line. And don't worry if you go over or under your pencil. Two things to remember. One is nobody's going to know what you intended when you put it on there. And second, you are going to erase any pen that's left on your rock, any pencil that's left on your rock after your Sharpie marker dries. So you don't have to worry about getting it an exact trace. Your pencil is an idea. It's a guide for you to follow as you go through your writing. You can see it's not perfect. My hands shake. My writing is definitely not perfect. But with the Kindness Rocks project, you just trust that your rock will find the right hands and bring the smile to the person it is intended to bring the smile to. So don't worry about perfection. It'll be perfect to whoever finds it. And I'm going to make a solid dot for my eye because I like it like that. And there we have it. Kindness in script on a rock for the 2019 World Rocks project. Feel free to come and use this tutorial for this word or any similar word if you can copy it as you move forward in your Kindness Rocks journey. And I'm so glad that you joined us. Rock on. Whoops, and one final thing I just wanted to show you. You're going to erase once your Sharpie is dry. And once your Sharpie's dry, you can erase without worry of smearing. You're not going to smear it. You can always go over your black Sharpie if you want to with a paint pen if you're using it, or whatever you want. But as far as this goes, you could absolutely just do a design up here or even leave it like that if that's what you wanted to do. But you just erase your lines and it's done.